They call it trophy season around these parts, and for Boston College, a chance to defend a Hockey East title against their rivals from Northeastern, as we welcome you to Hockey East Quarterfinal action tonight on NESN Plus. The big line for Northeastern: Jack Williams, Cam Lund, and Dylan Ritzkovian start on the ice for the Huskies. They played over 30 minutes, each of them, in the game on Wednesday.
In just the first line.
And how about Leonard using his speed? Got to that puck quickly. Leonard spins, what a pass. Powell down low, touch pass across. Leonard's shot deflected high.
A lot of bouncing here, and these are the dangerous pucks. You get a little worried when you see that, but that's actually a nice little play there by Perot.
Poitras touched that, and now here is Berard. Comes the other way, a save. Whitehead didn't know where it went. It hopped straight up in the air and ended up behind the net.
You see James Hagens throwing the weight around there, that hit on Sebastian, and this is the play here. Gets out really quickly out to O'Connor. He gets a good shot there, and going back to...
He's starting to see a physical game emerging between these two.
And no surprise. They have...
So Fowler this year, you look at that 1.58 goals against average in conference games. That is the best mark in Hockey East history among full-time starters. And not necessarily the beginning of the game. Here's a squirting putt. Joyce finds it. Then the follow-up from Posma just missed wide. Bobbling puck, Hagens finds it. Hagens shoots, it's blocked. Henry out front, and then Leonard got knocked into his net, and a penalty is coming up. They're gonna get Fisher for a cross-check. It's felt like they're starting to find a rhythm. Hagens with Perot. He has 2 power play goals over his last 2 games. That shot stopped by Whitehead. Eamon Powell now over for Ryan Leonard in that spot. Powell, who's quarterback for a couple of years. Now Leonard, and Whitehead has to fight it off. Leonard once more, tried to go right back for Andre Gasso. He's played so well down the stretch of the season. Another Bruins draft pick, Gasso. Powell straight on for Ryan Leonard. Comes back towards center, waits, patient. It's Powell once more. And now Leonard switches spots. Shoots it towards the net. Whitehead a save. Loose right in front for Hagens. Couldn't get it on goal. He goes behind the net with it. Out for Gabe Perot. He waits and shoots up high. And another save by Whitehead. Excellent work by Whitehead here against a relentless pressure from BC. It is Powell towards the net. Another save, Whitehead. Eamon Powell comes back to it on the dot. Switches spots again with Leonard. Leaves it for James Hagens with 56 seconds. And it's Leonard. Across for Powell. Couldn't quite control the pass.
These penalty killers are gassed for Northeastern. Yep. Not even moving, barely moving out there.
And Leonard knows that. Going to take some time. Comes for Perot once again. It's Leonard, and he missed wide. Around for Eamon Powell again. 40 seconds on the penalty. These guys have been out there the whole way. Powell shoots in. That is blocked. It does come to center. Northeastern gets 1 guy off. Williams, though, right here gets it down, and now they will be able to change the whole unit. Perot showing you some of that speed against Dorrington. Those 2 guys now both New York Rangers prospects. What a pass in front for Leonard, and he's stopped by Whitehead.
What a save by Cameron Whitehead as that pass gets into the slot very quickly there, and certainly onto the stick of the man who you want to have this puck. A good forecheck there from the Eagles, and then no look behind the back pass from Perot right out to Leonard. Leonard, I think, elevates that. He did everything he wanted to. That's a great save by Whitehead.
Well, first power play opportunity, saw a ton of attempts for Boston College. What do they do with their second tonight in a scoreless game? Early second period. Leonard, slap pass in front for Gasso, and again Whitehead is in perfect position. Perot in. Perot plays it across. LeMay was the one who got a touch on it, and Leonard's going to be called for a penalty for going into Whitehead at the end of that. Couldn't stop his momentum, and Leonard called for goaltender interference. And that will do it for the power play time.
And probably
Northeastern is on power play time now, but it's BC in the offensive zone, shorthanded. Stiga upended. And that does it for Northeastern's power play time. James Hagens moves to his left. Hagens shoots a pass through underneath Gabe Perot. And Williams and Borghese, and Williams has Ritzkovian on his left. Williams is in, throws it across. Oh, there was an open net, but Ritzkovian couldn't get it on goal. Dylan Ritzkovian got some room. Ritzkovian shot missed wide. Then comes back, tried to set her up for Lund. But Tellier finds it once again. Comes free to the dot. His pass for LeMay, a touch behind him, and there goes Ryan Leonard. Leonard hit the post! Let's take you through it all. First, Ryan Leonard coming in alone on a breakaway.
Quick release. Got that one and puts it exactly where he wanted.
Wow.
Maybe 3 inches too high, but gets the elevation on that shot he wants, just hits the crossbar. Then it goes to the other end of the ice, bottom of the screen. You get the penalty right there. That's locking legs, so that's the call right there.
On that far side. We'll go back to it in a second.
That's a good point.
Here's the Joe Connor penalty at the end of that, so it ends up being matching in 4-on-4. 6:12 remaining here in the second. Northeastern, good push though here. Connor fires at a toe save Fowler, then Williams from a tough angle and Fowler in a good spot.
That second shot, that's a very dangerous shot there. It comes so quickly back to Fowler.
Both teams are getting their chances. Whitehead, a ton of big saves early. Fowler more here in the second. Here comes Lund. He scores! Cam Lund with his 17th goal of the year. And Northeastern scores first.
You felt this coming, Eric. They have had the push the Huskies have for the last few minutes, the last minute or so, especially during that 4-on-4. I thought they got some opportunities. And right here, you come over the line. Quick release here. And I can't even tell if that went off of the BC defender. I
think that's clean.
I think it did. It went clean
I think
off
it might
the
have
glove.
hit Fowler's glove.
It goes off the glove of Fowler, but Cam Lund, he's a great shooter of the puck. Fires that one off the glove.
For Northeastern. Leonard, blew a tire and ended up crashing into the boards in the corner. Still in the zone for the moment, but Connor gets to it to knock to center, and here is Tellier. Christophe Tellier in, and the follow goes! Joe Connor makes it 2-0 Northeastern.
I said it off the top of this broadcast, Eric, that if Northeastern's going to have success, it can't be just the first line. Joe Connor has played a fantastic game tonight, and right there, in the exact right place. We talked to Jerry Keefe. He said Christophe Tellier sets up, Connor finishes, and it always happens out of nowhere. That is exactly what just happened for this Northeastern team. A 2-0 lead in this Conti Forum. Crowd is shocked.
The Eagles did not have a shot on goal over the final 13 minutes and 22 seconds of that second period.
That's a pretty incredible stat. There was that left post.
Gustafson plays it over for Michael Higgins. He shoots another block shot. That time it's Fisher. Higgins right back on it towards the net. Blocked. It never got through again. And these are blocked up high, right? They're not getting through at all to Whitehead. Northeastern doing a good job. But BC's back, and Higgins rips a shot that missed wide.
Where you had... Look at this hit right here. It's as he's heading to the ice. I don't think he had a chin strap buckled there, so that one was flying off no matter what.
This was the best of these chances recently for Boston College with a tip try from Joyce.
Yeah, Connor Joyce gets that one elevated. That was a really good shot, almost.
And now here comes Boston College again with James Higgins. Higgins comes to center. Couldn't get the pass across. Still loose for Perot. Oh, how did that not go? Whitehead sprawls out. Eamon Powell now comes to center. He gets wide. Powell turning, pass to the middle. It's loose right on the crease, and it just missed on the near side post. Well, let's take another look at this opportunity from Gabe Perot, which somehow Whitehead does enough to keep this puck out. It actually, I think, went under his arm. I think it hits a piece of the pad on the way by. Maybe his thigh somewhere there.
The top of the...
Joyce hits Pasma. Pasma with speed. Pasma up high, and it's fought off again by Whitehead. Then a turning try right in front. It squirts to the near side. Sundreal picks it up for Boston College. Finds Mike Pasma. And now it's Manetian coming down the wall. He shoots in. Up high, and Whitehead again has it. And a whistle behind the play. And a penalty is going to be called away from the play, a frustration penalty against Brady Berard. And now Northeastern to the power play.
2 minutes for slashing.
Brady Berard's a player that has played with an edge for this Eagles team, and it's something that Greg Brown likes. Sometimes that edge is one that you have to walk carefully, and Berard here, this is away from the play.
Watch 19 in the white sweater for Boston College.
He feels a little, it's the stick.
It's the follow-up. A BC team that has only lost on this ice 4 times since the start of last season. Here comes Williams. Williams in front, saved by Fowler. Rebound is loose, and it's deflected wide off the shot from Cam Lund.
It's been a while since Fowler has seen a shot.
Sondrial trying to win a race. He does get to it and spins, and a glove saved by Whitehead. 2, so the net is empty. A face-off win for Northeastern. They are so good on the face-off. Lund's got a chance to win this race. Lund to the net, hit the crossbar. Follow-up by Rich Kovian was right there. BC is able to play it to the wall, at least for now. And momentarily, almost thought they could reset, but it's Lund who's right back on it. Lund cycles in front, and Eamon Powell keeps it out.
Northeastern's done a nice job here. You have to make decisions of how aggressive you can get when you're trying to shoot for that empty net. They've done a really good job.
Here comes Gabe Perreault. Plays it wide. Higgins scores! Not done yet. Not quite done yet. James Higgins makes it 2-1.
And what an effort by Boston College at the other end of the ice of the 6 skaters on the ice. The crossbar by Cam Lund on the empty net. There were a couple more opportunities that BC, they needed their defenseman and forward to make saves, and then that quick release, low, hard shot, James Higgins, 5-hole. We have a ball game, 2-1.
Sees top line on the ice. Perreault chips it in. Net is empty. 2-1 Northeastern leads. 1:40 to go in the 3rd period. The Huskies are on it. Williams plays it down. Rich Kovian and Leonard on a race back. Rich Kovian couldn't get the shot away. 1 minute left. Higgins wide. Plays it around the wall for Ryan Leonard. Sets up Eamon Powell. Now it's Gabe Perreault. Powell straight on. Has Ryan Leonard. He walks in. Leonard waiting. Back for Eamon Powell. Leonard one more time. Leonard shoots. It's blocked. Eli Sebastian blocked it. Stiga now with 35 seconds to go. Eagles have had the puck for a while. This group's been out there for a while. Here is Stiga. Comes free. And a penalty's coming up. With 25.7 to go. Both refs had it. Wow.
Northeastern penalty number 29. 2 minutes for hockey.
Net is empty for Boston College. 6 skaters on the ice for the Eagles. Gasso, Stiga, Powell, Higgins, Leonard, Perreault. Ryan McGuire and Andre Gasso for the biggest face-off of the season. Won by Northeastern. Perreault still gets to it, has Higgins, sets up Powell, one-timer blocked! A diving play by Dorrington, and now it's McGuire out high. Williams trying to get to it, still a rolling puck. Gasso is on it, finds his way to Leonard, across for Perreault, tried to hack it out of the air, couldn't get it on goal. Perreault one more time, centers up, it's McGuire, it's down the other end, and it is in! The Northeastern Huskies have come to Cotty and shocked the college hockey world.
They have given all of these fans that made their way from Huntington Ave down plenty to cheer about, but this is as much as you want to talk about the goaltending, and it was fantastic by Whitehead tonight. The defense has been so critical for this Northeastern team. That block was the 20th block shot for the Northeastern defense in this game.
And for the first time in Hockey East history, a 9 seed is going to the Garden. Jerry Keefe said it. Doesn't matter what's happened before. Doesn't matter what's happened all year. This is a whole new season. And Northeastern is 2-0 in that new season. And they are going to TD Garden after upsetting the #1 team in the country.